Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up in the middle of winter, looked at your favorite houseplant, and thought, "Oh no, you're dying, aren't you?" The leaves are drooping, the color is fading, and no matter how much water you give, it doesn't seem happy. I've been there too many times. I remember one particularly brutal winter when I lost almost half of my plants. My prized monstera, the one I had nurtured for 3 years, started turning yellow one leaf at a time. I kept watering, I kept moving it around, but nothing worked. That's when I realized the problem wasn't the plant. The problem was that I didn't understand how winter changes everything for indoor plants, but then I discovered a method so effective that now, every plant I own not only survives winter, it thrives. Today, I'm going to share with you my secret method to keep your indoor plants alive during the cold, dark months, and why most advice you've heard might actually be killing them. First, you have to know what's actually happening to your plant in winter. Light decreases, shorter days mean less sunlight, and for plants, light is life. Imagine if your breakfast, lunch, and dinner portions were all cut in half, you wouldn't have the same energy. That's how your plant feels. Humidity drops, indoor heating systems dry the air, sucking moisture from leaves like a slow, invisible desert wind. Temperature fluctuates, one day your plant is cozy, the next it's hit with a draft from an open door or a window that doesn't seal well. The plant's metabolism slows down. Its energy factory, the process of photosynthesis, is running on low power. This means your plant's needs change drastically, and treating it like it's still summer can do more harm than good. The big mistake most people make when winter comes: many plant owners panic and overcompensate. They water more, thinking the plant is thirsty. But here's the truth: in winter, most plants drink less. Overwatering in cold, low-light conditions can lead to root rot, the silent killer of houseplants. Others put their plants too close to heaters, thinking they're keeping them warm, but that's like sticking your plant in a desert. The heat dries them out faster than they can recover, leaving the leaves crispy and brown at the tips. The first rule of my secret method is this: don't treat your plants like it's summer. Treat them like they're in hibernation. My secret winter plant survival method. This method is simple, but it's a system. You have to follow all steps together for it to work. Step 1. Relocate for maximum winter light. Move your plants closer to the brightest windows you have, ideally south-facing, in the northern hemisphere. Clean the windows to allow maximum light penetration. Rotate your plants every week so all sides get even light. If your home is very dark, invest in a full-spectrum grow light. Place it about 6 to 12 inches above the plant and use it for 8 to 10 hours a day. When I first tried to grow light, I expected mediocre results. Instead, my calathea, which normally sulked all winter, started producing new leaves in January, something it had never done before. Step 2. Adjust your watering schedule. Stick your finger about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, water. If not, wait. Use room temperature water to avoid shocking the roots. Always empty the saucer after watering to prevent waterlogging. I end my own setup. I water half as often in winter compared to summer. My rule? If in doubt, don't water yet. Step 3. Boost humidity. Like a greenhouse, winter air can be as dry as the Sahara. You can fix that by grouping plants together. They naturally increase humidity for each other. Placing a tray of water with pebbles under the pot. The pot should sit on the pebbles, not in the water. Using a small humidifier near your plants. Aim for 40 to 50% humidity. I once placed my humidity meter next to my fern in winter. It read 25%. After setting up a small humidifier, it climbed to 45% within 2 hours. The fern stopped shedding leaves almost immediately. Step 4. Keep temperature stable. Most indoor plants prefer between 60 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 24 degrees Celsius. Avoid placing them near heaters, radiators, or drafty windows. If the temperature drops significantly at night, consider moving plants to a warmer spot temporarily. Step 5. Gentle feeding. Your plants aren't actively growing in winter, so don't over-fertilize. Too many nutrients when they're resting can stress them out. Use a half-strength liquid fertilizer once every 6 to 8 weeks for plants that still produce new leaves in winter. For dormant plants, skip fertilizer entirely until spring. The energy bank philosophy. Here's the mindset shift that changed everything for me. Think of your plant like a person saving money for a big trip. In summer, your plant earns a lot of energy currency from the sun, which it stores. In winter, it's spending that stored energy to survive. If you manage light, water, and temperature properly, you're protecting its savings account until the sun comes back. This means don't force growth, you'll deplete energy reserves. Keep conditions gentle and consistent. Let your plant rest without stress. My extra secret trick, the winter rotation system here. That's the part almost no one talks about. I rotate my plants between rooms depending on the time of day. In the morning, I place them near the sunniest window in my living room. In the evening, I move them away from cold drafts and closer to my grow lights. It sounds like extra work, but it only takes 5 minutes. And the difference is huge. My plants keep a steady green color and even push out small new leaves during winter. If moving them every day isn't possible, you can simply adjust curtains, blinds, or light positioning to mimic this effect. Troubleshooting winter problems. Yellow leaves, often from overwatering. Check soil before adding more water. Crispy leaf edges, low humidity. Increase moisture in the air, leggy growth, not enough light. Move closer to windows or add grow lights. Leaf drop, sudden temperature change. Keep the environment stable. Why this method works? This isn't just about keeping plants alive. It's about creating a microenvironment that mimics the gentle, stable conditions plants experience in nature during their dormant phase. Instead of fighting winter, you work with it. Instead of forcing growth, you protect life. And when spring comes, your plants will burst with energy because they're well rested, not barely surviving. My winter plant care routine. Daily, check light exposure, quick humidity. Check, rotate plant if one side is leaning toward the light. Weekly, inspect leaves for pests. Winter is prime time for spider mites. Check soil moisture before watering. Wipe dust from leaves for better light absorption. Monthly, reassess plant placement as the sun angle changes. Clean grow light bulbs to maintain brightness. The emotional side of winter plant care. Caring for plants in winter is more than a chore, it's therapy. When the world outside is cold and gray, these little green companions remind you that life continues quietly, patiently, and without rush. Every droplet of water, every rotation toward the light, every gentle wipe of a leaf, it's a small act of connection. And in return, your plants reward you with the vibrant promise of spring. There's something powerful about helping a living thing survive the hardest season of the year. And when you see those first new leaves in March or April, you'll realize that you didn't just keep a plant alive, you created the conditions for it to flourish. If you remember one thing from today, let it be this: plants don't just need survival, they need balance. Winter is not their enemy, it's their resting season. Follow this method, and when spring arrives, you'll watch your plants explode with growth like never before. And you'll know it's because you didn't just keep them alive, you cared for them in the way they truly needed. If you found this method helpful, share it with a fellow plant lover who's struggling this winter. And tell me in the comments, which of your plants is the hardest to keep alive when it's cold outside? Because the truth is, with the right method, no plant has to be a winter casualty.